Rosa, Paris, and Aisha are chatting in the TV lounge on the female ward. Aisha has a ward round coming up this afternoon and is feeling anxious about moving on from hospital. Aisha was admitted for the first time recently and she doesn't know when she might be discharged. She also doesn't know if she needs to be attending to things back home. She asks the other two,
"Do you know if there's anything I need to do while I'm in here? How will being in here affect my benefits? I don't feel like things have been explained to me properly. The staff are so busy, and I'm not sure if the nurses can help with that."
She also tells Paris and Rosa that she is feeling anxious about seeing her son again. She says she loves nothing more than being a mum and felt she was on top of things.
Now I'm worried I'm not well enough to look after him. It's overwhelming thinking about being discharged and having to be responsible again. And I don't want to tell the staff about this, as I'm worried that they'll take him away.
The thought of being back home again just feels too much right now. Paris tries to reassure Aisha and says that she understands.
I know how you feel. I've been discharged many times, and I don't think I've ever felt prepared. The staff don't really think about what goes on in your life outside of hospital, and then as soon as they think you're well enough to be discharged, they don't ask about how you feel or if you can cope with all the things like cooking, paying the bills, things like that.
I agree,
Says Rosa.
but I feel used to it now. Sometimes I think that some of the staff don't really know why I'm in hospital in the first place. The nurses don't understand how difficult it is to go back home.
She tells Aisha and Paris that she feels understood by Emmanuel, the peer support worker.
He asked me about how I feel about moving on from the ward and going home to my family. He also asked me about what's important to me, like my background and religion, which has really helped me to feel more prepared this time. He also brought this up to the other staff members during my last ward round, which really helped me feel heard.
Aisha tells Paris and Rosa that she finds ward rounds intimidating.
I go blank and just agree whatever the psychiatrist is saying.
Paris tells them something that she finds helpful.
Sometimes I ask for a discussion with a nurse on the day of my ward round. We write down some of the things I want to say to make sure I don't miss anything.
Aisha thanks her for the advice. Rosa tells Aisha,
If you change your mind though and want to get out of here, then just stay quiet, nod, and don't say much. Just say you feel better because that's what they want to hear. As long as you don't tell them you have thoughts about harming yourself, they'll probably discharge you.
Aisha isn't sure what she should do. She is still feeling worried that she doesn't feel prepared enough to move on from the ward.